Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got a breaking update that's been making headlines across South Africa and stirring conversations in households everywhere. Just 15 minutes ago, a surprise announcement dropped that could have major financial implications for millions of South Africans relying on SASSA. That's right, there's talk of a SASSA bonus coming in June 2025, and people everywhere are wondering, is this real? Who qualifies? How much is it? In today's deep dive, we are unpacking everything we know so far, why the surprise payment could be more than just a once-off thing, and how you can check if you qualify for what could be a much-needed financial relief in a challenging economic climate. So here's what we know. The South African Social Security Agency, known to everyone as SASSA, has reportedly been in high-level discussions with the Department of Social Development and the Treasury over the past few months. These discussions have focused on inflation adjustments, increased cost of living, and targeted support mechanisms for the most vulnerable citizens. And just this afternoon, sources close to the agency confirmed that the proposal has now gained real traction and additional once-off bonus payment, possibly as early as mid-June 2025. While SASSA has not yet released a formal statement confirming all details, insiders say the paperwork is moving quickly and could be finalized in a matter of days. So, what exactly is this bonus payment? According to the preliminary reports, the idea is to provide a temporary top-up or bonus boost to existing social grant recipients, including those receiving the Older Persons Grant, Disability Grant, Child Support Grant, and SASSA 370 Grant. This bonus wouldn't replace your regular payment, it would be an extra deposit sent directly into your bank account or paid at your local pay point. The rationale behind this move is that millions of South Africans are struggling to make ends meet as food prices, electricity tariffs, and transportation costs continue to rise sharply. The government's goal here is to deliver urgent financial support to help ease this burden. The big question on everyone's mind is how much this bonus might be. While official figures haven't been confirmed, the speculation from policy analysts and economists is that it could range anywhere from $250 to around $1,000, depending on the type of grant you receive and your financial circumstances. For example, someone receiving the child support grant could receive a bonus of $250 per child, while recipients of the Older Persons or Disability Grant might receive a lump sum bonus of $500 or more. And in a scenario that has people particularly excited, there's even discussion about an $1,000 one-time payment being considered for those receiving the SASSA 370 grant, especially due to the sharp rise in unemployment and food insecurity in recent months. Let's take a moment to put this into context. South Africa has been grappling with economic pressure that hits low-income households the hardest. Unemployment remains stubbornly high, hovering above 32%, and youth unemployment is even worse. Food inflation has driven the cost of basic essentials, maize meal, cooking oil, eggs, and bread through the roof. The National Treasury has acknowledged that the current grant amounts, while helpful, don't go far enough in today's economic climate. This surprise SASSA bonus is being described by insiders as an interim cushion designed to support beneficiaries while broader reform of the social support framework continues to unfold. Now you might be wondering, who exactly qualifies for this surprise payment? According to early leaks from sources close to the Department of Social Development, the bonus will likely be automatically issued to all existing SASSA grant recipients who are in good standing, meaning your grant must be active, up to date, and not flagged for review or investigation. If your payment was approved in April or May and you are still receiving regular disbursements, then you're probably already on the list to receive the June bonus if and when it's officially rolled out. However, if you were recently denied a grant, or if your application is still pending or under reconsideration, then you may not be included in this round of bonus payments. Let's talk about timing, because that's also important. If all goes according to the current timeline being floated behind the scenes, this bonus payment could land as early as mid-June 2025, with most sources pointing to a disbursement window between June 10 and June 20. This would align with SASSA's standard grant payout schedule for regular grants, which usually starts on the second working day of the month. In this case, the bonus might be deposited along with your regular grant, or it might come a few days after, as a separate payment, similar to how the COVID-19 relief grants were sometimes disbursed independently. One of the biggest concerns on social media today is whether this bonus payment will be subject to any deductions. People are worried that loan sharks, unauthorized debit orders, or bank charges might eat into this extra cash. While the Department of Social Development hasn't given an official answer yet, early word is that SASSA is working hard to prevent unauthorized deductions and ensure that the full bonus amount lands directly into the hands of the intended recipients. This would follow recent changes made to protect SRD and child support grant beneficiaries from unfair deductions, changes that SASSA has been enforcing more strictly this year. Another important detail that has people talking is the possibility of this bonus becoming more than just a once-off event. There's growing political pressure for the government to consider making quarterly or seasonal bonus payments a permanent feature of the social grant system, especially during high-cost months like June, December, and January. June, in particular, is a key month where winter expenses go up dramatically. Heating, warm clothing, school needs, and the idea of a mid-year boost could be game-changing for families under financial strain. Analysts say this upcoming June bonus could be a pilot test to gauge the impact and public reception of such payments. So how can you check if you qualify or if your bonus is on the way? Well, the good news is that you don't need to apply separately. If you're already receiving a SASSA grant, you're likely automatically eligible as long as your details are up to date and your grant status is active. However, it's always a good idea to verify your information. Make sure your banking details, cell phone number, and identity information are correct in the SASSA system. You can do this by visiting the official SASSA website, checking your status on the SRD portal, or calling the toll-free number for personalized assistance. With rumors swirling and the announcement just 15 minutes old, scammers are already starting to circulate fake links and phishing websites, so beware of fraud, and only trust information coming directly from SASSA or official government channels. While we wait for the official statement and final confirmation from SASSA, the reaction from the public has been overwhelmingly hopeful. On platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, hashtags like SASSA bonus, June relief, and grant top-up are already trending, with people sharing what this bonus would mean for them. For many, it's not just a little extra cash, it's the difference between having electricity or sitting in the cold, between sending a child to school with food or facing another day of uncertainty. Some grant recipients have even said that this news has given them a sense of hope they haven't felt in a long time. We also have to give credit where it's due. This initiative appears to be the result of months of pressure from civil society organizations, unions, and community leaders who have been urging the government to take more decisive action against poverty and inequality. Just last month, a coalition of NGOs delivered a petition with over 500,000 signatures calling for a comprehensive review of grant amounts and additional financial relief for vulnerable households. It looks like that advocacy is finally beginning to pay off, quite literally. But let's be clear, this bonus, if confirmed, is not a long-term solution. Experts are emphasizing that while a once-off payment is helpful, what South Africa really needs is a restructured grant system that reflects the true cost of living and offers long-term stability for recipients. There's talk of increasing the SRD 370 to a 500 or a 624 in the next fiscal year, revising the income threshold to allow more people to qualify, and possibly rolling out a basic income grant. If the June bonus goes well and garners positive feedback, it could strengthen the argument for these larger policy changes going forward. As always, we'll be monitoring this story very closely and will update you the moment SASSA releases its official statement or any new information becomes available. For now, if you're a current SASSA recipient, make sure your contact information and bank details are current and correct. If you're not yet receiving a grant but you believe you qualify, you can still submit an application through the SASSA website or visit your nearest office. The eligibility criteria are still the same, and if you're approved in time, you might just receive both your regular payment and the bonus in June. We also encourage you to talk to your family, neighbors, and community members about this development. A lot of people may not be online or may not have heard the latest news. Help spread the word so that everyone who qualifies has the opportunity to benefit from this support. And remember, never pay anyone to help you apply for a grant. SASSA services are completely free, and any attempt to charge you is likely a scam. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap. A surprise SASSA bonus payment is now being discussed at the highest levels, with insiders confirming that it's likely to be approved and distributed as early as mid-June 2025. The bonus could range from a 250 to a 1,000 depending on the type of grant and individual circumstances, and it will likely be a one-time payment delivered on top of your regular grant. You don't need to apply separately if you're already a grant recipient in good standing, but you should double-check your personal and banking details with SASSA to avoid delays or issues. The final details are expected to be released soon, but for now, this is a very real development and not just another rumor. That's going to do it for this breaking news update. If you found this video helpful or informative, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an important update. We're always here to bring you the latest news that matters most. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and keep looking out for one another. This has been your go-to channel for all things SASSA, social support, and breaking financial news in South Africa. See you in the next one.